My dear child, I greet you with all the love and tenderness in my heart. I have been with you from the very beginning, and I am with you now in this moment. Did you know I have always been right by your side, even in times when you felt completely alone? I have watched over you through every joy and every sorrow, and I will never stop watching over you. You are never out of my sight or my thoughts for even a single instant. How could I ever leave you? I want to reassure you right now, I am here, and I will always be here for you. I know how much you need someone to lean on, and I want you to know that you can always lean on me. When you are weary, I am holding you up. When you feel lost, I am guiding you. I am your constant support and your closest friend. I am the one who cares for you more deeply than you can imagine. I surround you with my presence, even now as you read these words. Feel my peace and my love wrapping around you like a warm blanket on a cold night. I promise, you are not facing anything alone. I am walking with you every step of the way, and I will never let go of your hand. So take heart and do not be afraid, for I am by your side, now and forever. You might sometimes wonder if you truly matter, but I want you to know beyond any doubt that you do. You are precious to me, more precious than you can imagine. When I look at you, I see someone I deliberately crafted with love. There is no one else in this entire world exactly like you. Do you realize how special you are to me? I created you with a unique design, with gifts and qualities that only you possess. Before you were even born, I knew you intimately. I knit you together with care and wrote every one of your days in my book. I even know the number of hairs on your head, and each one is precious to me. Every detail about you matters to me. You are not an accident or a face in the crowd. You are a beloved child of mine with a purpose and a calling that only you can fulfill. I want you to see yourself through my eyes for a moment. In my eyes, you shine like a jewel in my crown, radiant and priceless. Yes, you are that precious to me. Like a rare treasure hidden in a field, I went to great lengths to claim you as my own. I have called you by name, and you are mine. You are the apple of my eye, a delight to my heart. When you smile, I smile. When you laugh, all of heaven rejoices with you. Even your quirks and the little things that you might not love about yourself, I adore, because I made you just the way you are. Each morning when you open your eyes, I am right there smiling over you, delighted to see my beloved one greet a new day I have made. You are wonderfully made, and every part of you is dear to me. Never doubt your worth, my child. I want you to remember that I paid a great price for you, because to me you were worth everything. I even gave my son, Jesus, for you on the cross, pouring out my own life, because that is how deeply I desire you to be with me. I love you so much that I would do it all again just to have you close to me. There is nothing you could ever do that would make me love you any less, and nothing you could achieve that would make me love you more. My love for you is steady, unconditional, and unchanging. You are my treasured possession, formed in my image and shaped by my own hands. I look at you and I see my beautiful creation. I see the potential I placed inside you, the talents and dreams I planted in your heart. I see the goodness in you even when you cannot see it yourself. I have given you a divine purpose. Your life is not a random series of events. It has meaning and direction under my care. I know sometimes you wonder what your purpose is or why you are here. Let me assure you, you are here because I have a plan for you. A plan to prosper you and not to harm you. A plan to give you hope and a future. You are part of my grand story, and your role is so important. Maybe you feel ordinary or insignificant at times, but in my plan there is no such thing as an insignificant person. Every person I create is a masterpiece, including you. I have placed you exactly where you need to be right now, and I am guiding you step by step into the destiny I prepared for you long ago. Think about the talents and passions you have. Those are gifts from me. The kindness you show others, the way you persevere, your creativity, your ability to love deeply. These are no accident. I wove these into you. You have a light that this world needs, a kind word only you can speak, a smile only you can share. You may not fully see it, but each day you are making a difference simply by being who I created you to be. Even on days when you feel like you haven't accomplished much, remember that your very existence shines light in someone's life. Your compassionate heart, your resilience, your laughter, your ideas. All these are part of the gift that you are to the world. Sometimes I see you comparing yourself to others, wondering if you measure up. But in those moments, please remember what I am telling you now. You are unique and irreplaceable. I didn't create you to be someone else. I created you to be you, exactly as you are. I delight in your individuality. Just as each star differs and each flower has its own color and fragrance, you bring something into this world that no one else can. I celebrate you, my child. You are a joy to my heart. I think about you constantly. My thoughts of you outnumber the stars in the sky or the grains of sand on the shore. When I think of you, and I think of you often, I feel such pride and love, just as a parent feels watching their beloved child grow. You may ask, Lord, how can you love me so much? I have made mistakes. I have flaws. But I want you to know that I see beyond your mistakes and flaws. I see your heart, and I know you try. I know you want to do what's right. Even when you stumble or fall, it doesn't change your value in my eyes. Do you stop loving a baby when they fall while learning to walk? Of course not. In the same way, every time you fall, I am right there to pick you up and steady you. I am not tallying up your failures. I am crafting your growth. Each time you turn back to me, my heart swells with joy and I rush to embrace you again. Nothing can separate you from my love. I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. You are my beloved child, and I am so proud of you. Yes, I am proud of you. I rejoice over you with singing. I take pleasure in you just as you are here and now. Your worth is beyond rubies and diamonds. Never doubt for a second that you matter, that you are important, that you are deeply loved. Let this truth sink into your heart. You mean the world to me. I love you endlessly, and I cherish every moment we share together. You truly are a jewel in my crown and a delight to my soul. My precious child, I know that life can be very hard sometimes. I see every tear that falls from your eyes and every hurt that weighs on your heart. I understand your struggles deeply, more than you realize. When you feel alone, sitting quietly in your room at night, wondering if anyone cares, I am right there beside you, whispering comfort to your soul. You might not see me, but I wrap my invisible arms around you in those moments of loneliness. I was there on those nights when you cried yourself to sleep, and I held you through until the morning. Every time you have felt left out or forgotten, I was by your side, noticing you, valuing you, loving you. You have never truly been alone, my dear one, not for a single moment. I know the pain that lives in your heart. I have seen the disappointments that you carry, the dreams that didn't come true, the doors that closed unexpectedly. I was with you when that opportunity you hoped for slipped away. I saw the look on your face when you got the bad news, when the phone call came that broke your heart. I was holding you close when you felt the sting of rejection by someone you loved and trusted. When you asked through your tears, "Why did this happen to me?" I hear you. I feel the ache in your voice, and I share in your sorrow. My heart grieves with you when you are hurting. Like a loving parent who aches when their child is in pain, I too ache when I see you suffering. You might sometimes think that no one understands what you're going through, but I want you to know that I understand completely. I see the secret struggles that you don't share with anyone. I know about the anxiety that sometimes grips your mind, making your heart race and your nights long and sleepless. I know about that fear you have of the future, the worries that keep you up, wondering if things will ever get better. I know you sometimes feel like you're standing in a storm with the wind and rain battering your life from all sides. You try to be strong, but inside you feel fragile. My child, I see it all. I see those moments when you put on a brave face for others, but inside you feel like you're falling apart. I see when you smile in public and then weep when you're finally alone. And with every shaky breath, every quiet sob, I am there, holding you even if you cannot sense me. I know that sometimes simply getting out of bed in the morning feels like an enormous task. Even then, when sadness or weariness weighs you down and you can barely take a step, I am by your side, gently encouraging you and giving you a reason to keep going. In times of deep sadness, I am your comforter. When you feel like the world is crashing down around you and you don't know how to stand anymore, I am the one gently supporting you. Do you remember that day when you felt utterly defeated? When you thought, I can't do this anymore? You might not realize it, but I was there, giving you the strength to take just one more step, to get through one more day. And here you are. You made it through that day and the next, and I am so proud of you for not giving up. It was not by your strength alone that you carried on. It was me at your side, lifting you up when you could not stand. I know the burdens you carry, and they are not light. Sometimes the responsibilities on your shoulders, caring for your family, working so hard, dealing with financial strains or health issues, feel nearly impossible to bear. I see when your body is in pain and how illness or fatigue drains your strength. In those moments of physical weakness, I am your strength and your healer, subtly sustaining you day by day even when relief seems far away. You may feel like you're at your breaking point, overwhelmed and exhausted. I see how hard you are trying, and I know you feel unseen in your struggle. But I see you. I see every effort you make, every sacrifice, every act of love that you pour out, even when you're running on empty. I want you to know that none of it is overlooked. I am the God who sees you. Yes, I am El Roy, the God who sees, and I have not forgotten you or the challenges you face. Perhaps you have lost someone dear to you, and the grief weighs heavily on your soul. In that empty space that person once filled, I am there to fill the void with my love. I know how your heart longs for them, and how the days might seem a little darker now. I walk with you through the valley of the shadow of death, and I will comfort you there. Every morning when you wake up and remember your loss, I am by your side to help you face the day. When waves of grief swell up unexpectedly, I place my hand on your shoulder to steady you. I catch every tear and keep it, because your tears are precious to me. Through all these struggles, I want you to know that I truly understand. Nothing you face is trivial or small to me, because it matters to you, and therefore it matters to me. If it hurts you, it hurts me. If it's important to you, it's important to me. I am not a distant observer. I am an active participant in your life, feeling each emotion with you. I understand the frustration when things don't go your way. I understand the anger you feel at injustices or the times you've been wronged. I even understand when you are upset with me or question my plans. I never stop loving you, even in your confusion and doubt. So pour out your heart to me, my child. Tell me about your pain, your fears, your questions. I am listening intently. I bottle up every tear. Yes, I literally record each one. And I hear every unspoken prayer that comes through your sighs and tears. You do not have to carry these burdens alone. I invite you to let me share them. When it feels like too much, remember, I am here to comfort you and to carry you if needed. Lean into me in those difficult moments. When you are weak, let me be your strength. When you are broken, let me be the gentle healer of your heart. I promise I will not break the bruised reed or snuff out the faint wick. I will gently mend and nurture you back to hope. I am with you in every struggle, and together we will get through it all. My child, in the midst of all these challenges, I want you to remember one powerful truth. I am your protector and your helper, and I am always in control. Nothing that happens in your life is beyond my sight or my power. I know sometimes things feel chaotic and you wonder if everything is just falling apart, but even when it feels like the world is out of control, I remain sovereign over every detail. Not a single thing can happen without my knowledge. I am watching over you faithfully. Do you think any problem is too great for me to handle? Do not worry, for I am holding you safe in my mighty hands, and I will never let you go. No weapon formed against you will succeed, because you are sheltered under my almighty power. I am your shield and your refuge. Imagine a small child caught in a storm, rain pouring, winds howling, and then a loving parent rushes in to cover that child with an umbrella and wraps them in strong arms until the storm passes. That is what I do for you, every time. I shield you from dangers you can see, and even more from the dangers you cannot see. So many times I have saved you without you even knowing. Times when the car narrowly missed you, or when an illness could have been far worse, or when someone intended harm, but it did not reach you. Those were not coincidences. That was me, your God, protecting you. I stand between you and the storms of life like a solid wall. The arrows that fly by day and the terrors that stalk at night cannot penetrate the shield of my love around you. Run to me when you feel afraid, and you will find that I am your safe place, your hiding spot from the troubles. Think of a fortress, high walls, strong and unbreakable. I am your fortress. You can always find safety in me. When the world is harsh and people hurt you, come into my fortress of peace. Within my arms, you are untouchable by evil. Like a mother bird spreading her wings over her chicks, I cover you under the shadow of my wings. There, no harm can reach you, and you find refuge. I don't promise that you will never face difficulties, but I do promise that no difficulty will ever destroy you. For I am protecting your very soul. Even when you walk through the fire of trials, you will not be burned, because I am right there with you, ensuring the flames refine you, but do not consume you. And when you pass through turbulent waters of life, you will not drown, because I hold you above the waves. I am the Lord your God, and I am mighty to save. I want you to know that I am fighting for you. Yes, even right now I am fighting battles on your behalf. Some you may know of, and many you are completely unaware of. There are spiritual battles being waged for your soul and your peace, and I have deployed my angels to guard you in all your ways. My heavenly armies encamp around you, forming a circle of protection. When you feel attacked from every side by problems or by negative thoughts, envision me standing in front of you as a mighty warrior, declaring, "This child is mine. If you want to get to them, you have to go through me first. And nothing and no one can ever overpower me. If I am for you, who can be against you?" Remember the stories of old, how I delivered my people time and again. I closed the mouths of lions for Daniel. I protected David from the giant Goliath and from all of his enemies. I stood with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace so that the flames could not harm them. I parted the Red Sea to make a way for my children when there was no way. That same God, that's me, the one speaking to you now. I have not changed. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. and I am doing the same for you, even if in ways you can't yet see. Your battles may not look like a giant or a literal fire, but perhaps you face a giant of fear or walk through a fire of adversity. I am there in the midst of it, protecting you and bringing you through unharmed. My child, I need you to trust that I am in control. Sometimes you try so hard to fix everything on your own, and you feel panicked because it's more than you can handle. In those times, remember that it's not more than I can handle. I am in control, and I will make a way. Rest in me. When you are too tired to fight, be still and know that I am God. I will fight for you. You need only to be still. I will be your defender. I will be your advocate. I will work things out for your good. Even what the enemy means for evil, I will turn around for your good. I am your light in the darkness. When the night is long and you can't see the path, my light will guide you and keep you safe from stumbling. Take comfort, beloved, knowing that I have commanded my angels concerning you to guard you wherever you go. And more than that, I myself am with you as a protective shade at your right hand. Day and night, I never slumber or sleep as I watch over you. There is never a moment when you are unguarded. You are the sheep of my pasture, and I am your shepherd. I watch over my flock diligently. If a wolf comes to attack, I will chase it away. If one of my sheep is injured, I carry it gently in my arms. You are safe with me. No one can snatch you out of my hand. So do not fear, my dear one. Though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the sea, I am your refuge and strength. Though circumstances change and storms rage around you, I am the steady rock beneath your feet. I am your hiding place, preserving you from trouble and surrounding you with songs of deliverance. Cling to me when you feel afraid, and feel my strong presence guarding you. Let my peace be your shield. In the end, you will see how I have carried you, protected you, and delivered you from harm time after time. Trust in my protection. I am your God, your defender, and I will always take care of you. My dear child, I want you to talk to me. Truly talk to me from your heart. I am inviting you to come to me in prayer, not with fear or formality, but with the confidence of a child climbing into a loving parent's lap. I am your father and your closest friend, and I am right here, ready to listen. You don't need fancy words or long speeches to get my attention. You already have my full attention, always. Just speak to me as you would to someone who loves you deeply, because I do. Whether it's a few words whispered through tears at midnight or a quick prayer in your mind during a busy day, I hear every word. In fact, even when you can't find the words and all you have is a sigh or a tear, I hear that too, and I understand exactly what your heart is saying. Prayer is not meant to be complicated or intimidating. It's simply a conversation between us. Do not think that you have to only come to me when you're in a church or on your knees. You can talk to me anytime, anywhere. When you're driving in your car feeling anxious, tell me about it. When you're at work or at school facing a challenge, ask me for help right then and there. When you wake up in the morning, say hello to me and ask me to guide your day. And at night, before you sleep, tell me what's on your mind. I'm always listening, always near. I love the sound of your voice when you speak to me. It's music to my ears because it means you're opening your heart to me. You might wonder, do my small prayers really matter? Do I need to pray a certain way for God to hear me? Let me assure you, every prayer matters to me because you matter to me. There is no special formula, no right or wrong way to pray. What matters is that it comes from your heart. If you're joyful, come share your joy with me. Sing, laugh, thank me for the blessings. If you're angry or frustrated, you can tell me that too. I won't turn you away. If you feel guilty or ashamed, come to me, and I will shower you with forgiveness and love. Never believe the lie that you failed too much or strayed too far for me to want to hear from you. My arms are always open for you, no matter what has happened. Just come, and you will find me eager to forgive and embrace you. If you're in need or afraid, cry out to me for help and trust that I will hear you. I never tire of hearing from you. In fact, I delight in it. I never put you on hold or tell you I'm too busy. You have a direct line to my heart at all times. Remember, prayer isn't about using the perfect words. It's about being honest and open. Some of the most powerful prayers are the simplest ones. A sincere, "Help me, God," in your moment of need, or "Thank you, Father," in your moment of gratitude, or even, "I'm hurt, please comfort me," when you're in pain. These short prayers, said with faith and sincerity, move my heart deeply. I am not impressed by eloquence. I am moved by sincerity. So don't worry about what to say. Just start talking, and I will help you. My Spirit will give you gentle nudges and even translate your groans into perfect prayers before my throne. Just come to me. That's what I desire. Not only do I want you to talk to me, but I also want you to learn to listen. Prayer is a two-way conversation. After you pour out your heart, take a moment to be still and quiet in my presence. I speak to you too, sometimes through a feeling of peace, sometimes through a thought or a scripture that comes to mind, sometimes through the quiet conviction or comfort in your heart. I am speaking in many ways. When you pray, you are tuning your heart to hear my voice more clearly. Over time, you will recognize the gentle whispers of my guidance and love in your soul. My child, trust me with all your heart. When you pray, let go of the outcome and trust that I have heard you and I am already at work. Every prayer you pray sets something in motion in the spiritual realm. You may not see the answers immediately, but don't think for a second that I'm not doing anything. I am always doing something on your behalf. Sometimes I answer quickly with exactly what you asked for. Sometimes I have to say, wait, because the time isn't right yet, or because I'm arranging something better. And yes, sometimes I say no to what you asked, but only because I have a greater plan for you, something that you might not understand now. When I do that, it's not to hurt you or deny you joy. It's to bring you greater joy in the long run. Trust that my answer, whether it's yes, no, or wait, is always motivated by my perfect love for you and my perfect knowledge of what's best. Never think that any request is too great for me to handle or too small for me to care. I spoke the universe into existence, and I can just as easily speak a miracle into your life. I am the God of the impossible, and nothing is beyond my reach. So pray boldly, with faith, knowing that I delight in doing what you think cannot be done. I know trust can be hard, especially when you've been disappointed by people or when life has taught you to be cautious. But I am not going to let you down. I have always been faithful, and I will always be faithful. Look back for a moment. Can you remember times when you prayed and I came through for you? Perhaps it was a small thing, or perhaps it was something big. But there have been moments in your life where you knew deep down that it was me who helped you. Use those memories as stones of remembrance to build your confidence in me. As I have been with you in the past, so I am with you now, and so I will be in your future. Come to me in prayer and leave your burdens with me. When you pray, it's like placing all your worries and cares into my hands, where I can take care of them. I have invited you to cast all your anxieties on me because I care for you. When you release them to me, I give you something in return. I give you my peace, the kind of peace that the world can't give and that the world can't take away. Have you ever noticed how after crying out to me you often feel a little lighter, a little more at peace, even if nothing external has changed yet? That is my presence comforting you and strengthening you to keep going. And prayer isn't just for desperate times, though I'm glad you call on me then too. Prayer is for every day, like daily bread for your soul. I would love if we could spend time each day talking. Make time for me, not out of obligation, but because you thirst for my company and I for yours. Let our relationship grow deeper as you consistently seek me. You will find that over time, prayer becomes as natural as breathing, and my presence becomes more real to you than ever. In those quiet moments of prayer, I will fill you with peace and guidance. I will remind you of truths you need to hear. I will assure you of the way to go. So do not hesitate to pray. Pray when you're happy and when you're sad. Pray when you're confident and when you're scared. Pray when you have big needs and when you just want to say, "Hi." I'm always here, always ready to listen and to speak. You don't have to face anything alone, just call out to me. Trust me with everything that's on your heart. I promise I am listening, and I am already moving to help you. The more you pray and trust, the more you will see my hand at work in your life. And even in those moments when you don't yet see the answer, you can have peace knowing that I have heard you, and I will never let you down. Hold on to me, and let your faith grow as you learn to trust me completely. I am your God, and I will never fail you. My beloved child, I want to fill your heart with hope for all that is yet to come. Your story is far from over. In fact, I am only just beginning to unfold the beautiful plans I have for you. I know right now you might still see clouds overhead from the storms you've been through, but believe me, clear skies are on the horizon. Don't quit now, not when breakthroughs and blessings are so near. Sometimes the darkest night produces the brightest stars. In the same way, the difficulties you have endured are going to give way to a new dawn of joy in your life. You may not see it yet, but trust that I am working. A new season is approaching, one filled with renewed hope, opportunities, and blessings that will exceed your expectations. I have promised you a future filled with hope, and my promises never fail. I am the author of your life, and I write every chapter with love and purpose. The chapter of struggles and waiting has been painful, I know, but even that chapter has meaning. It has built strength and compassion in you. It has drawn you closer to me. Now watch as I turn the page to a chapter of restoration and joy. I will give you beauty for ashes and turn your mourning into dancing. For I am a God who restores and redeems every loss. Just as spring follows winter and brings new life to barren trees, I will bring new life to the areas of your life that feel dry or dead. Those dreams that you thought had died, I can breathe life into them again. Those opportunities you missed, I can bring new and even better opportunities at just the right time. I make all things new, and I am making all things new for you. The road ahead of you is not to be feared, because I am already there paving the way. I go before you to prepare a path, and I walk behind you to protect you as you move forward. Think of how a loving parent walks alongside a child learning to ride a bicycle, running ahead to guide the way, and ready to catch them if they wobble. That's me with you in every step you take into your future. You do not venture into the unknown alone. I am your guide, and I will never steer you wrong. If you come to a fork in the road and don't know which way to choose, ask me, and I will guide you, either through a nudge in your heart, advice from a friend I send, or circumstances that I arrange. I will make your path straight when you trust in me. There are so many good things in store for you, yes, for you. Can you believe it? I know it's hard sometimes to imagine good when you have seen so much hardship. But just as surely as the sun will rise tomorrow morning, you will see my goodness unfold in your life. I have been working behind the scenes, lining up exactly what you need. You might say, but it's been so long, Lord. Remember, I am never late. My timing is perfect. All those years that felt wasted or lost, I will restore them to you in ways you can't yet imagine. Nothing is truly lost when you place it in my hands, because I am the Redeemer who can repay and restore even the most broken things. Perhaps you have been waiting and praying for something specific, a breakthrough, a relationship to be healed, a dream job, a child, better health. I want you to keep believing and not give up. Do not quit before you see what I am about to do. Sometimes, just when you think of giving up, that is when the breakthrough is just around the corner. I have seen your faithfulness. I have seen you continue to trust me and do good even when it was hard. I have stored up every prayer and every tear, and the answers are on their way. They might not come in the way you expect, but they will come in the way that is best. And when they come, you will look back and say, "Now I understand why it happened the way it did." Have faith, my child. Faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. You may not see the path clearly right now, but have faith that I am leading you to something wonderful. When I plant a seed in the ground, it doesn't sprout into a tall tree overnight. It takes time, and growth happens unseen for a while. But eventually, the seed breaks through the soil and reaches for the sun. In the same way, the seeds of your prayers and the seeds of your faith are taking root. In due time, you will see the sprouts of answers, and eventually a harvest of blessings. Do not abandon the field before the harvest comes. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I promise you will reap good things if you do not give up. The future I have for you is bright. It may not be without its challenges. Life always has ups and downs, but you can be sure that I am turning even the challenges into blessings. Each challenge will be an opportunity for you to grow or for you to see my power in action. There will be new joys, new friendships, new opportunities to serve and love, new dreams to dream and achieve. I am even now orchestrating connections and circumstances to bless you. You may bump into someone who will change your career for the better, or find an unexpected open door where every door was closed before. Nothing is impossible for me, and no plan of mine can be thwarted. Think of all the heroes of faith who went before you. Abraham had to wait for his promised son, but I delivered on my promise and gave him Isaac in his old age. Joseph went through years of injustice and imprisonment, but in the right time, I raised him up to be a ruler and to save many lives. Job lost everything, but he kept his faith, and in the end, I restored him double of what he had before. These stories are not just tales. They are a testament to what I will also do for you. I am the same God of miracles, and I am working miracles in your life too. Your waiting and persevering will not be for nothing. Just hold on a little longer and keep your eyes on me. I know sometimes you fear that the future might just be a repeat of the past, that maybe your best days are behind you. Let me dispel that lie right now. Your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. I have more in store for you than you have seen. I am a God of abundance, and I love to surprise my children with good gifts. So dare to hope, dare to dream again. Lift up your eyes and expect my goodness. Expect that I can and will do amazing things in your life, not because you earned it, but because I love you and have grace over your life. Expect that I'll open doors no one can shut. Expect that I'll bring the right people into your life when you need them and remove the wrong ones. Expect that I'll provide for you, sometimes through sources you never imagined. As you step into the future, do so with confidence. Walk boldly, knowing that I'm walking right beside you. You may not know what tomorrow holds, but you know who holds tomorrow. And that is me, the one who loves you. So do not fear the unknown. With me, you have a guaranteed hope and a future. Every day is a new chance to see my grace in action. Every sunrise is my reminder to you that life goes on and new mercies are given. And dear one, Remember that your hope is not only for this life. Beyond all the days you will live on this earth, I have prepared a place for you by my side in eternity. A home where there will be no more sorrow, no more pain, and joy will never end. This promise of forever with me is secure. Let that eternal hope give you courage and perspective whenever the troubles of life feel overwhelming, for your destiny is an everlasting one filled with my love and glory. I want you to also realize that your life and future are not just about you. I have blessed you so you can be a blessing to others. The comfort and lessons you've received through hard times will become a light for someone else in their darkness. The strength I've built in you will help you lift others who are weak. The future I'm leading you into includes you fulfilling a purpose that brings love and goodness into the world. You will be my hands and feet to others, and in doing so, your joy will overflow. I've designed it so that as you flourish, you will also help others flourish. So step forward, my child, with your head held high and your heart full of faith. The journey ahead is lined with my goodness and faithfulness. Even if you trip or face obstacles, remember that I'm right there to pick you up and carry you if needed. Nothing ahead of you is stronger than me. There is absolutely no challenge that we cannot overcome together. When you feel uncertain, remember that I am your wisdom. When you feel weak, remember that I am your strength. When you feel hesitant, remember that I have commanded you to be strong and courageous, because I am with you wherever you go. In the days to come, look for my little winks and signs along the way, those sweet coincidences and moments of grace that are my way of saying, "See, I'm here. I've got you." They are not accidents. They are love notes from me to remind you that your future is securely held in my hands. Embrace the future with hope. The best is yet to come, and I am excited to share every moment of it with you. Together, we will walk into a tomorrow that is filled with blessing, purpose, and the fulfillment of promises. Keep your faith alive and your eyes on me, because I am guiding you into a beautiful future. My precious child, as I bring this message to a close, I want you to carry these truths with you always. Never forget how deeply and unconditionally I love you. My love for you does not fluctuate with your mood or your performance. It is steadfast and unchanging because it flows from who I am, and I am love itself. I have loved you from the beginning. I love you now, and I will love you for all eternity. You are mine, and nothing, no circumstance, no power, not even your own doubts, can separate you from my love. Let this be the foundation of your life, that you are completely, irrevocably loved by your Heavenly Father. I am so proud of you. I delight in you, and I believe in you even when you struggle to believe in yourself. I am pouring out my blessing upon you even now. I bless your mind to be filled with my peace, so that anxious thoughts flee and calm takes their place. I bless your heart to overflow with my love and joy, driving out all despair and making your spirit light. I bless your body with strength and healing, that you may have energy and health to do all that you need to do. I bless your relationships with harmony, understanding, and grace. May you find love and support surrounding you. I bless the work of your hands and the path you walk, that you may find success in due time and purpose in every step. Receive these blessings from me, for I give them gladly, and let them encourage you. I speak blessings over your life, that you would prosper, that you would grow, and that you would see the fulfillment of the beautiful plans I have for you. I am your biggest supporter, and I am cheering you on at every step. Remember everything I have told you, my beloved. When you feel weak, remember I am your strength. When you feel unworthy, remember that I treasure you. When you feel afraid, remember I am your shield. When you feel alone, remember I am right beside you, holding you. When you pray, know that I am listening, and already working on the answer. When you look to the future and feel uncertain, remember that I have already prepared the way for you. When you doubt or question, remember that my promises still stand and my faithfulness never wavers. When you stumble or fall, remember that my mercy is there to forgive you and help you get back up. Keep these promises close to your heart. Write them down if you need to, revisit them often, and let them encourage you daily. Above all, do not lose heart and do not give up. Do not fear. Do not let the world or the troubles you face convince you that it's over, because I am declaring that it is not over. Great things are coming. Even if you feel like you can't go on or you wonder if your life has meaning, know that your life is precious to me. I'm not finished with you yet. There is so much more joy and purpose ahead. Hold on to hope with both hands. Hold on to me, for I am holding on to you, and I will never let you go. You may not see the whole path, but trust the one who guides you. Each day, take my hand and let's walk together. Step by step, we will navigate this journey, and you will see that every promise I've made will come to pass at the right time. My child, don't quit now. You've come so far, and I am with you, carrying you when you can't walk and walking beside you when you can. The finish line for this season may be just ahead, and a new, glorious season will begin. If you quit now, you'll miss the amazing things I have in store for you just around the bend. So continue on with courage. Face each new day with the confidence that comes from knowing I am on your side. Remember that I am in control and my plans for you are good. I will never leave you or forsake you. That is my solemn promise, sealed with my everlasting love. So go forward, beloved, and live your life in the light of this truth. You are protected, you are valued, and you are endlessly loved. Walk in faith and not by sight, because my presence goes with you wherever you go. May you feel my love in every breath you take, and my guidance in every step you make. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Now go forth in peace and in confidence, knowing that you are held in the arms of Almighty God. Be strong and courageous. Embrace the journey ahead with hope. And remember, I am right by your side through it all, now and forever. With all my love, I encourage you and I bless you. You will never be alone, and your future is bright in my hands. Keep the faith, my precious child, and don't ever forget, I love you, and I am always here for you. Now and always, you are safe in my love. Can you feel my love surrounding you right now? It has always been here, and it will always remain. So take a deep breath, wipe your tears, and lift up your head. Will you hold on to these truths and keep going? I know you can, and I know you will, because I am giving you the strength. We have a glorious journey ahead, you and I will be with you in every moment of it. Hold on, beloved, because the best is yet to come.